In a world filled with incredible creatures, there's a unique bunch of animals whose actions hold a truly remarkable power to warm even the coldest of hearts. Get ready for a captivating adventure into their lives as we reveal a fascinating peek into their world. Be prepared to be enchanted by their extraordinary stories of kindness and courage as we introduce the top 20 most lovable animals whose actions have deeply touched everyone's hearts. Number 20. Buddy the Hero. We all know that dogs can be incredibly protective and often rescue their owners when they need help. But let us tell you a story that takes this protective instinct to a whole new level. It's about an adopted German shepherd named Buddy, and what he did is truly remarkable. One day, a spark ignited some gasoline and started a dangerous fire in Buddy's owner's home. This amazing dog immediately sensed the danger and knew his owner was in trouble. Without wasting a second, he sprinted off to find help. It's like he understood that time was of the essence. Interestingly, even before Buddy reached the neighbor's house to ask for help, they had already called the state troopers to assist with the fire. But here's the catch. Buddy's owner's home was located in a remote and wild area, making it difficult for the troopers to find it quickly. However, fate intervened in an extraordinary way. As the trooper was making his way through the wilderness, he unexpectedly came across Buddy. Buddy ran ahead of the trooper's car with incredible speed, showing the way and leading them through the rugged terrain. Thanks to Buddy's unwavering bravery and guidance, the trooper was able to reach the house swiftly. They arrived just in time to save their owner from harm and prevent further damage to the property. Number 19. Amazing Horse Doctor. Humans have a special bond with certain animals, and these animals play a significant role in various therapies. You may have heard of dogs providing comfort and relief to patients in hospitals, helping them relax and reduce stress. But have you ever imagined a horse being a therapy partner in a hospital, assisting people in coping with loneliness and pain? In a small town called Kellis in France, there is a remarkable 15-year-old stallion named Payo. Payo roams the corridors of a hospital, bringing solace to cancer patients nearing the end of their lives. Initially, Payo was trained for equestrian competitions, but his handler, Hassan Bouchakor, soon discovered that the horse had a unique purpose. Payo possessed an extraordinary ability to identify unwell individuals in the crowd. He would approach and stay close to them after a performance. Bouchakor realized that Payo consistently chose people who were physically or mentally suffering. Recognizing this gift, the trainer made a life-changing decision. Bouchakor left his job as a showman to dedicate himself to using Payo's special skills to help those in need. Currently, he collaborates with a therapeutic group called Lasaba Dukul, meaning the shoes of the heart. Together, they are researching and studying Payo's incredible abilities. The group is particularly intrigued by how an encounter with Payo could alleviate a patient's pain to such an extent that they no longer require painkillers. Number 18. Teddy bear helps raise a sloth. Meet Edward, a baby sloth who is just 7 weeks old. He is incredibly adorable. Unfortunately, his mom can no longer take care of him because she has stopped producing milk. But don't worry, the zookeeper at the London Zoo has stepped in to provide Edward with all the care he needs. The zookeeper feeds him goat's milk from a bottle to ensure Edward gets the nutrition he needs. However, sloths can't survive on milk alone. Baby sloths like Edward must be held and cuddled often. In fact, they rely on holding hands for support and comfort. And what could be more perfect than a big, fluffy teddy bear for Edward to snuggle with? It's not just sweet. The teddy bear serves a useful purpose, too. Sloth babies spend a lot of time hanging and climbing on their mothers. This helps them build their muscles. In Edward's case, his teddy bear takes care of him since his mom is not around. It comforts him like his mother would. Despite not having his real mother, Edward seems happy and doesn't mind. We believe he will grow up fine without her. Number 17. Cat and squirrels. When we think of cats and rodents, we usually imagine cats hunting and eating rodents, which helps keep our homes free from infestations. We may also think of the cartoon Tom and Jerry, which, despite being violent, is entertaining. However, it's hard to imagine a real cat actually helping a rodent beyond cartoons. But believe it or not, that's exactly what happened with Pusha, an extraordinary cat from Crimea. One day, Pusha found 4 baby squirrels abandoned by their mother. Normally, the cat would eat them, but this was no ordinary situation. Instead of treating them as prey, Pusha decided to take care of the squirrels. She even let them drink her milk as if they were her own kittens. Surprisingly, the squirrels seemed perfectly content being nurtured by a cat. Perhaps they instinctively knew they needed someone to care for them. As the squirrels grew older, their bond with Pusha only grew stronger. Evidence showed they were genuinely happy playing with their newfound feline mother. Pusha, in turn, happily played the role of a teacher and even provided discipline when necessary. It's amazing how different animals can form surprising relationships, even if they usually see each other as enemies. This heartwarming tale makes us question why some species find it hard to get along. Number 16. The Love of a Goose. A man named Dominic had a special bond with a goose at the Los Angeles Zoo. While people usually visit the zoo to see the animals, this particular goose named Mario loved being around humans. Dominic was amazed by Mario's unconditional love for him and wondered how to show his appreciation for this unexpected connection. 4 years ago, Mario used to live with a group of geese in a park. Unlike the others, Mario preferred being with people. He chose Dominic as his companion not because Dominic fed or did anything to attract him, but because Mario liked him for some unknown reason. Since then, Mario has been following Dominic, showing his affection and even protecting him. Mario and Dominic became very close friends. They were always together, with Mario flying next to Dominic while he rode his scooter. Sometimes Mario wouldn't let Dominic leave, so Dominic had to wait until Mario fell asleep before continuing his journey. Eventually, Mario was moved to the zoo, which allowed Dominic to visit him whenever he wanted. It was amazing that Mario stayed with Dominic and didn't fly away, showing their strong bond. This special friendship had a big impact on Dominic. He changed his view of birds and even stopped eating poultry. Dominic used to think birds were not smart, but his friendship with Mario changed his mind. Number 15. Monkey and Dog. In the bustling streets of India, a curious monkey stumbled upon a surprising discovery: a little puppy. The monkey couldn't resist picking up the black and tan dog with its nimble fingers. What made this sight truly remarkable was how the monkey treated the dog as if it were its own. It cradled the puppy in its arms, parading through the streets. The crowd couldn't help but be captivated by this unusual bond between two different species. Fortunately, the people didn't just stand and stare. They showered the monkey and the puppy with attention and food. It was a small price to pay for the delightful entertainment that unfolded before their eyes. Everyone was intrigued by the monkey's ability to carry the dog without any hindrance, as eyewitnesses and pictures would later reveal. The truly astonishing aspect was that the monkey displayed no loss of motor function while carrying the puppy in its front arms. It effortlessly leaped and climbed, displaying agility and dexterity. At moments of rest, the monkey would hunch protectively over the puppy, guarding it against anyone who might try to approach and disturb their connection. Number 14. Watson and Kiko. These adorable furry companions, Watson and Kiko, belong to the same loving owner who always strived to treat them equally. Whenever hunger struck and delicious treats were in order, the owner gave each dog one treat. But here comes the twist. Watson, the mischievous pup, had a mischievous plan brewing in his clever mind. He decided it was his duty to seize both treats for himself, leaving poor Kiko with nothing but puppy dog eyes. It was a devious act indeed. However, the owner, capturing this act on camera, spoke to Watson about his wrongdoing. The owner asked the dog what we should do when we make a mistake like that. And then, in a heartwarming turn of events, Watson, filled with remorse, went over and hugged Kiko tightly. Even the expressions on the dogs' faces were utterly adorable. It's no wonder this video touched so many hearts. You see, dogs are quite remarkable creatures. Just like humans, they have an innate sense of right and wrong, and when they make a mistake, they try their very best to make amends, just as Watson did by hugging Kiko. But the tale doesn't end there. Watson's thieving ways were not so easily mended. Before long, he cunningly stole Kiko's next treat, just as we knew he would. Number 13. Orangutan and Tigers. An intelligent orangutan began an amazing adventure at the Myrtle Beach Safari in South Carolina. It chose to care for a group of animals it wouldn't normally approach, as some humans do. One day, while watching humans feed young tiger cubs, the orangutan became curious and started caring for them too. But that's not all the orangutans did. Day after day, the orangutan could be seen embracing the tiny tigers and engaging in playful wrestling matches with them. It was as if the orangutan had gone truly ape, finding joy in the company of these unexpected companions. One might assume that the tigers would view their new mentor as merely good for basic tasks and not particularly impressive. However, the tigers were enchanted by their new overseer and eagerly reciprocated the affection. They frolicked, cuddled, and shared many delightful moments with their newfound orangutan friend. This unusual behavior exhibited by both the orangutan and the tigers is truly remarkable. It raises a sense of curiosity and wonder. It's incredible to think that a simple act of mimicry, where the orangutan observed and imitated the humans, could forge such a deep bond between species. One can only imagine what would happen if other primate species were willing to engage in similar acts of empathy and camaraderie with various other animals. Number 12. Silverback stops traffic. The gorilla reigns supreme when it comes to animals not to mess with. These incredible creatures, as BBC Earth discovered through their remarkable footage, are truly awe-inspiring. And recently, something astonishing unfolded before their lenses, leaving everyone amazed. A colossal silverback gorilla, the leader of its family, faced the challenge of guiding its loved ones across a busy road. What did it do? With unwavering bravery, it took its position right in the middle of the road, becoming an immovable statue in the face of danger. It stood there, seemingly unaffected, as if time itself had stopped to honor its presence. Meanwhile, the rest of the gorilla family, oblivious to the chaos around them, confidently strolled across the road without a care in the world. Luckily, the people who were fortunate enough to witness this awe-inspiring moment had their cameras ready, capturing the scene in sheer disbelief. Who could blame them? The gorilla's resolute determination to protect its family, standing tall amidst the hustle and bustle, was nothing short of extraordinary. It was as if the entire world around them had faded away, leaving only this noble creature and its noble task of ensuring the safety of its kin in focus. Number 11. Deer brings her babies to meet her dog. Every spring, a remarkable friendship between a golden retriever and a deer unfolds. They have been inseparable for 11 years, and their bond is so strong that they live just a stone's throw away from each other. Their friendship is extraordinary because the deer brings her newborn babies to meet the dog every spring. The heartwarming story began when Buttons, the deer, was only a few days old. Tragically, her mother passed away after being struck by a car. Without her mother's protection and care, Buttons wouldn't have survived. Thankfully, the Brown family, who already had a few pets, including a friendly golden retriever named Gibro, took her in as one of their own. Growing up together, Buttons and Gibro developed an unbreakable bond. Buttons now roam freely, but she chooses to stay close to the Brown family and her best friend, Gibro. Sometimes she gets lost in the woods, but always finds her way back. On one occasion, she returned with her own babies. Since then, it has become a yearly tradition for Buttons to introduce her little ones to the household. Her greatest desire is for Gibro to meet her precious fawns. Gibro, being kind-hearted, embraces his role as a surrogate mother to the fawns. He cleans them with gentle licks and plays with them, forming an adorable scene. Number 10. Baloo, Leo, Shere Khan. Imagine three famous animals: Baloo, the American black bear, Leo, the African lion, and Shere Khan, the Bengal tiger. These names might sound familiar because they are not just characters from mythology and animation. They are real animals, and they are actually friends. These three incredible creatures were rescued as cubs from the basement of a drug den in Atlanta, Georgia. They had been living in terrible conditions, as exotic animals are often bought and sold on the black market, treated more like prizes than living beings. But fortunately, they were given a chance at a better life. After their rescue, they were taken to a piece of land where they could heal and grow. During their time together, they formed an unbreakable bond, relying on each other for comfort and support. They remained inseparable over the next 15 years and more, defying any logical explanation. Their story caught the attention of many people, and they even became famous on social media. People referred to them as the BLT, Baloo, Leo, and Shere Khan. The trio's journey from rescue to friendship touched the hearts of many, and their pictures and stories spread widely on platforms like Facebook. Although they had a 3-acre habitat, you would often find them close to each other, spending their time eating, playing, and even taking cat naps together. Number 9. Pet insists on spooning its owner. This heartwarming video captures the special bond between Honey, a male golden retriever, and his devoted owner Jin Tao in China. Their story is truly remarkable as they embark on thrilling adventures together, exploring majestic mountains and vast fields of grass. However, they face a small challenge. Honey has trouble sleeping unless he is right next to Jin. Jin always finds himself squeezed against the wall on a tiny bed to ensure Honey's comfort. Honey takes his slumber seriously and insists on snuggling with Jin all night. Recognizing the need for a solution, Jin embarked on a mission to preserve their precious sleep while keeping his beloved canine companion close by. His love for Honey compelled him to think creatively. He decided to construct a custom crib for it right beside his own bed. By expanding their bed space, Jin hoped to provide it with more room to spread out and enjoy a comfortable night's sleep. This touching gesture demonstrates Jin's deep affection for his furry friend and showcases the incredible lengths we go to ensure the happiness and well-being of those we love. Number 8. Emotional support dog. Meet Marley, an amazing dog who takes care of his owner, Haley. Haley suffers from panic attacks, which are known to be one of the most terrifying experiences anyone can go through. But with Marley by her side, she finds comfort and support to regain her composure and overcome these attacks. Marley has truly changed her life. Service animals like Marley undergo extensive training to meet the specific needs of their handlers. Depending on the disability and requirements of the individual, service animals can have a wide range of abilities. In the case of severe panic or anxiety disorders, a service animal can provide tremendous assistance. These specially trained animals can perform a variety of activities either upon the handler's command or in response to signals indicating the need for assistance. From helping their owners navigate through daily tasks to responding to specific cues, service animals play an indispensable role in supporting those who rely on their help. What sets service animals apart from regular pets is their ability to perform certain tasks to aid people who truly need them. For individuals like Haley, having a dedicated and skilled companion like Marley makes a world of difference in their daily lives. Number 7. Goose and Puppies. This heartwarming narrative unfolds in a dog owner's home, but it's not just about the dogs. In this household lived a magnificent Samoyed, a fluffy and friendly dog that gave birth to a litter of adorable puppies. Now, you might expect the mother dog to take care of her little ones all by herself, and she certainly did a fantastic job. But there was a surprise in this story. In this special family, there was also a goose. It entered their home and brought some strangeness to the family. This amazing goose acted like a second parent, helping the mother dog whenever she needed it. When the puppies needed attention or care, the goose was always there, ready to help. It supported the mother dog and played with the puppies, creating happy and enjoyable moments. It's quite fascinating to observe this unlikely duo in action. There are moments when the goose can be seen gazing at the puppy enclosure with such intent that it appears as though it is meticulously counting each and every puppy to ensure they are all present. How this incredible bond between the goose and the dogs came to be is a mystery, as if fate itself had orchestrated their connection. Number 6. Elephant spends 11 hours desperately trying to pull her baby free. An elephant who dug a hole for 11 hours finally pulls out something no one expected. The determined elephant dug a hole to save her baby. Surprisingly, she refused to let go and used her trunk and feet to pull her child out safely. However, she accidentally pushed more mud into the well, putting the baby at risk. The baby remained trapped overnight until compassionate villagers heard its cries and came to rescue it. The kind-hearted villagers, aware of the protective nature of the mother elephant, devised a plan to scare her away temporarily. They strategically placed pieces of banana trunks near the well, enticing the mother elephant to move away. With the mother momentarily distracted, they seized the opportunity to intervene. Carefully, and with the utmost caution, the mother elephant tightly wrapped her trunk around her baby's slippery, mud-covered body, successfully pulling the little one out. Later, an awe-inspiring sight unfolded as the mother and baby elephant walked side by side, their trunks intertwined. It was as if they were smiling, their bond unbroken, as they continued their journey together. The heroic rescue, captured by Jitendra Tiwari, who aided in the rescue and filmed the entire drama, left a lasting impression on all those involved. Number 5. Dog and Owl. There was a charming story that will surely make you smile. It's all about Poldy, a little owlet who had a rather unusual start in life. Poldy hatched 2 days after all the other owlets in the nest, making it much tinier than its siblings. Normally, such a situation might mean abandonment and a bleak future, but fate had something extraordinary in store for Poldy. A magnificent Belgian Malinois dog named Ingo discovered the small and vulnerable Poldy. Ingo was not just an ordinary dog, he possessed a heart full of compassion and a spirit of adventure. He took it upon himself to become Poldy's protector and, more importantly, his best friend. The bond between Poldy the owlet and Ingo the dog was nothing short of magical. They defied all odds, forming an unusual and heartwarming companionship. Their unique friendship caught the attention of many, and their owner began documenting their remarkable adventures on social media. Let this heartwarming tale of Poldy and Ingo inspire you to appreciate the extraordinary connections that can form between the most unlikely of friends. Because, in the end, it's love, kindness, and friendship that truly make life special. Number 4. Rabbits mistaken for kittens by cat. This very kind cat takes care of the family's cute kittens and ends up looking after a group of adorable house rabbits. Yes, you heard it right. Cats and rabbits living together. Normally, cats and rabbits don't get along well. Cats are hunters, and rabbits are their prey. It's a typical predator versus prey situation. Usually, it would be a problem to have these animals live together. However, as we'll soon see, having cats and rabbits in the same place is not necessarily a doomed idea. In the sweet video, we see animals getting along well, and they might become friends. It proves that cats and rabbits can form unlikely friendships and live peacefully. It's important to always watch over cats and rabbits when they are together, even if they seem friendly. Animals are unpredictable and might act on their instincts. A cat could suddenly pounce on a rabbit. However, we shouldn't blame the cat for any potential issues. However, rabbits can be bossy and have a clear social order among themselves. They might be too pushy when trying to be friends with a cat. So if you want a cat and a rabbit to live together happily, setting some rules is important. Number 3. Wagner and Sereno. Wagner was a young man in his 30s when a terrible accident ended his life. However, this is only the beginning of an amazing story that happened while he was alive. Wagner had a beloved horse named Sereno, who held a special position in his heart. Their bond was extraordinary, evident to everyone who knew them. When news of Wagner's death spread, something remarkable occurred. Sereno attended his master's funeral. This might not seem unusual at first, but something extraordinary happened. While they were taking the casket away, Sereno, the horse, had a strong emotional reaction. The horse gently rested its head on the coffin as if saying a final goodbye to its beloved owner. People were amazed and touched by this affectionate and understanding gesture, which was captured in photos and videos. It was a sad and beautiful moment that reminded us of the strong connection between humans and animals. It made us think of stories like Hachiko, where these connections can go beyond species. In its own way, Sereno seemed to understand how serious the situation was. The horse showed intelligence and understanding that was beyond what we usually expect. It knew that its owner had died and recognized that his body was in the coffin. This level of understanding and emotion in a horse might seem surprising and exceed what we normally expect. Number 2. Coco and kittens. Coco the gorilla was a famous gorilla who could communicate with humans using gorilla sign language. She surprised her keepers by signing that she wanted a baby cat as a friend, not for food. On her 44th birthday, she received a box of kittens and chose 2, one of which was named Ali Bali. Coco and Ali Bali formed a strong bond, showing Coco's joy and special connection with the cats. The story becomes touching when Ali Bali died. Coco surprised her keepers by showing emotions. She cried and mourned for her beloved kitten. She even used signs to express her sadness by saying, "Sleep, cat." This unique display of grief by a gorilla touched many people. Her story is remarkable because it might be the first time an animal asked for a baby, specifically a baby from a different species. Coco wanted a baby cat, not a baby monkey. This shows that any creature can have a liking for cats, revealing unexpected connections between different species. While Coco's story shows the strong bond she formed with the kittens, it's important to remember that not everyone may feel the same way about cats. Cats have unique and sometimes unpredictable behaviors that not everyone might enjoy. Number 1. Crow, dog, and cat. Imagine a world where a crow becomes the main caretaker for its adorable siblings. And guess what? These siblings happen to be a dog and a cat. Every evening, like clockwork, this crow named Cha-Cha feeds the dog and the cat. It's truly a heartwarming sight to behold. People have captured numerous video clips of this incredible crow nurturing its furry family. Now here's the intriguing backstory. Cha-Cha isn't an ordinary pet. A few months earlier, it was found injured on a road. Kind-hearted humans took it in and nursed it back to health. However, due to wing damage, it could no longer take flight, but that didn't stop it from adopting the humans and their pets as its own family. Cha-Cha wasn't just affectionate, it was also quite bossy, with an attitude that says, "I'm in charge." This crow confidently struts around, making sure everyone knows who's the boss. And if anyone dares to take something away from it, they'll surely experience her fierce protectiveness. The sight of Cha-Cha sharing its food with Sky and Kitten might seem odd, but it's undeniably cool. Which of the actions of these amazing animals melted your heart the most? Let us have your answers in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.